Oh, missing volume.
To fit the way you work. Projects small, big, or enormous. The new Microsoft project. Built from the ground up to enable teams to work the way they want, and organizations get the results they need. Sure, project is still about bringing teams together to collaborate and achieve. But these days, people use a variety of tools and methods. Teams may be close together or far apart. Projects can be long-term or short-term, formal or created on the fly. And, surprise, anyone can be a project manager. Microsoft Project spans work of all kinds, with a visual project management experience that is easy to use, even for a first-timer. Imagine having all your projects in one place, and creating new ones quickly with the tools of your choice. Keep track of the big picture of your projects, programs, and portfolios through a visual and intuitive interface. Within Project, bring everyone together to collaborate at the same time, like you're all really there, because you are there. Not here, there, but here and there. Now that's powerful. Get ready to achieve more. The new way of getting the job done. Your way from Microsoft.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us to learn more about the new Microsoft project. At Microsoft, everything we do is about our mission statement, to empower everyone on this planet to achieve more. And in the modern workplace, we are more committed than ever to delivering software to help people and teams accomplish more. We know that every organization relies on project teams, and they come in all shapes and sizes to get work done, to solve complex problems, and to deliver innovative ideas. And we believe that with the right tools, any teams can tackle any projects to deliver amazing results. And that's an important part of our vision for Microsoft 365. With apps like Microsoft Teams, Outlook, To-Do, Planner, we help people manage the variety of tasks they have to accomplish every day. But we also recognize that a lot of work gets done in project teams. And that's why we continue to invest in Microsoft Project, Microsoft's core project management solution and platform. Last year here at Ignite, we shared with you our vision for reimagining Microsoft Project. And today, we are thrilled to share with you the work that we've done. Face it, managing projects can be overwhelming if you're juggling dozens of tasks with tight timelines and aggressive goals. And these days, anyone can be tasked to lead or coordinate a project, whether or not you have the title or certification as a project manager. And so that's why we built Microsoft Project to be so easy to use that it can be helpful for any teams and any project leaders. The new Microsoft Project is simple and powerful at the same time. Its fresh new experience allows anyone to get started quickly with a project, take control of it, and make sure it stays on track. We've made collaboration even simpler in a new project. Microsoft Project works with Microsoft Teams. So now you can manage all aspects of your projects right inside a single hub, from your project plans to meetings to chats to documents shared. And the new Microsoft Project is built with the same powerful scheduling engine you've come to love and expect. The new project also allows you to get into your project and across your projects with great visibility with Roadmap and Power BI. Last but not least, built on the Power Platform, you can easily use a new project to connect to the services and apps that you already use, and easily customize desktop and mobile experiences to meet the specific needs of your project teams. And of course, you can easily create automated workflows to streamline compliance and increase efficiency. With that overview, I would like to invite Howard Crow and Heather Heidi up on stage, our engineering team that built the new Microsoft project.
We launched Project first time in 1984. That's a long time ago. Project is actually having its 35th birthday this year. So happy birthday to Project. We get it. So as a birthday present, we are launching our next generation project management software today. We built it for the cloud, we built it for our users, and we built it based on the feedback that you all gave us on what you wanted to see in a next generation project management system. In order to transform project, we went back to the basics. We went back to people and the human experience that people have when they use our software and the feelings that our software gives them when they're using it. Our mission in project is to help users, teams, and organizations feel in control of achieving their shared goals. And so in order to do this, we went back and looked at our team, we looked at our customers, and we started reimagining everything we did to build a new project. So the first thing that we did was we dramatically diversified our team. We opened up international development centers so that we could get new ideas in, fresh technology into the product. We then went on a worldwide tour with that new team. We talked to over 100 customers in 20 countries on 4 continents to really watch the way users were using software, not just project, but all the software they use to manage projects and all of the pieces that they needed to make that work together, and how they had to move from one thing to another, lose track, get distracted, and really build an overall experience that helped them get to their goals faster. And the result of all of this change that we put in the system was a motion study that our design team did for us. And so what I'm going to show you is this is what they put on a digital piece of paper, for us to go build against as an engineering team. Volume, please. So you're going to see in the demo that Heather does that the engineering team did a pretty amazing job at getting pretty close to that design study. We showed that to a ton of customers and a ton of people to refine that, to make sure that we had the right emotional impact with our users so that they would love using Microsoft Project every day. We had some tenets when we built the software, and the first one was, man, it's got to be intuitive, simple, easy to use. This was the #1 piece of feedback we got from customers. Man, it just needs to be faster. I just need to be able to find the things I need much quicker. And so the new web experience is completely overhauled to make that entire system much simpler. And so you can just go to the office.com homepage, you can click create a new project, you can add some tasks, you can assign those tasks to users without adding them to a resource pool first, and get started. You can add people using modern groups to share that out with your management chain so they have visibility in what you're doing. So the entire flow from beginning to end is much faster than it used to be. Not only that, but we wanted it to be adaptive. We saw a lot of people using different tools, different techniques, just based on the project that they're working on. Some projects need some features, other projects need other features. So what we did was we built in new views and methodologies. So if you just want to use a simple grid, we've got a beautiful grid for just entering tasks quickly, getting the structure of the project laid out. We've taken the Kanban board that was born in Planner, refined in Planner, and we've moved that into Project. It's the same Kanban board that we share between the two of them. Really makes it easy to get started doing some agile methodology inside of Project. And then, of course, we have the most beautiful, powerful scheduling engine and Gantt chart on Earth that we're so proud of. It is the heart and soul of Project. Not only that, but we rebuilt the entire help center as well so that users can get up and running quickly. So we've paid attention to all the nuances of making sure that people can get started quickly. Collaboration is at the center of projects. It's never one person. It's always a bunch of people working together. So what we've done is we've built Project on top of modern groups now. And so all of the stuff that's available inside the M365 Productivity Cloud is now available to project users. Not only that, because it's built on modern groups, you can run it inside teams. And so you have access to all of the great assets that are in there, like chats and wikis and meetings and phone calls, all directly from one environment inside Teams running around your project. And then finally, a huge piece of work that we did was to enable co-authoring of projects in the web. And so more than one user can now edit a project. You can see those edits in real time, see each other's updates, and work together faster. As Angela mentioned, we're now built on the Power Platform as well. And all of the capabilities and tools in the Power Platform are available. So building great reporting, super easy on top of the new modern project. All of the connectors are there natively. The data is exposed to Power BI natively. So building reports both for one project or across project is really easy. The next thing that's really cool is the new AI builder inside Power BI. And so companies can now build AI models on top of their own project data so they can anticipate changes in their business faster than ever before. And of course, with the roadmap tool that we've had out for a while, you can of course see across all your projects, whether they're a new project, a project online project, an Azure Boards project, and you can bring those all together into portfolio views across projects no matter where they're managed. Because Project is on the Power Platform, you can also customize it in ways that you've never been able to before. All of the tools that we have, like Power Apps, we're building Power Apps for mobile and desktop users, so you can customize the way that Project is used by your teams, incredibly flexible. Microsoft Flow, and the over 300 connectors, so things like Oracle DBs, AWS, Jira, allows you to really easily integrate in a no-code way data from other systems into Project and vice versa. And of course, you can do this all with confidence and security, because it's all built on Azure, which is the most trusted cloud for the enterprise. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to Heather, who's going to show us all the cool stuff.
Thanks, Howard. Okay. So imagine for a second that you are working at a big transit company. We have both our media team that does a lot of the campaigns around getting more ridership, learning about the new lines, then we also have more the engineering side that does the new lines. So that's the journey we're going to go on. So I'm going to switch over to project.microsoft.com, and this is where you can create projects, see your favorite projects and roadmaps, and see your most recently used ones. But exciting news, you can also now see your most recently used project and roadmaps in your office.com MRU. So right where you see your other Office documents, you'll now see your projects and roadmaps. Now, one thing at Ignite, if you're not already feeling it, I'm sure you will soon, is information overload. So we're going to throw a lot at you today. And Howard mentioned we have a new help center. Well, if I come here to the question mark, which is available on all of our pages, you will see that we have new help documentation that we launched on the new project experiences I'm about to show you. And we also cover some of the most common questions that we get around these pages. So if you forget anything from this, which I know you guys won't, but maybe someone will, feel free to come back to the help center. So with that, let's create a project. So I can just click to create a project. I don't have to put any information in, and I can immediately start adding tasks. So perfect, so I now have an initial task list laid out, and you know, we probably shouldn't do the party till the end, so let me just drag that to the bottom. And I want to also start creating my hierarchy, because this is project. So I can right click to make this a subtask, and then who out there likes keyboard shortcuts? I know I do. So a lot of the keyboard shortcuts that we have in the project desktop client are also available in the project for the web. So if you know how to indent outdent with your keyboard shortcuts, that's what I just did there. So I can create my hierarchy, and then I can also start naming my project. So we don't make you put in any information. You can gradually build this out. So And then now that I kind of have my structure going, I want to start assigning resources. So if I come in here, I'll see myself, in this case I'm Greta, in here, but I can also search all of AAD and just start assigning people in one single step. So I want to assign Eddie to this task. I'm going to select him. And then Howard mentioned that we use Office 365 groups as our collaboration and security model. So when I go to assign my first resource, I can choose to either create a new group for this project, or my team already has a group that we work with. We're the social media team. So I want to connect to that group. So now this project will be a part of the same group that all of my documents are, my team's channels, my members are, etc. And if you notice, I now have 7 group members in my project because it's the same group members who are just members of that group. They're now available for me to assign tasks to. So put a couple more people on these. Perfect. Now you'll notice when I added those tasks, I didn't have to enter any scheduling information. I didn't get any scheduling information. By default, we create tasks as what we call blank task. But if I insert the start and finish fields, which we also start you with a minimal column set, and then you can add the columns as you choose to, I can start scheduling out my tasks. So the second I take a scheduling action on my task, you'll now see that I get scheduling data. And then we're a project. We love dependencies. So of course you can still create dependencies between your tasks, but we've rethought how you do this. So one thing we've noticed is that most people tend to link tasks to their neighboring task. So we'll now suggest your neighboring task to you, and you can one click and do that. Or I can also type to search. So I'm going to search, type in the starting in the word email, and now all the tasks that have the word email in them will be shown to me, and I can click to link to them. And what's even nicer is now, like, who knows what task 5 is? Like, it's easy to see in this project because it's small, but in a big project, who knows? When you hover over, we'll tell you a tooltip showing you what that task is. But speaking of links, I think we have another view that does this really well, our timeline view. So this is a very visual way to start laying out your project. I can come here and I can add my links, and I think this task is going to take a little longer. You know, this one's probably going to be a little shorter. And as I'm moving things around, all of my tasks will adjust. Then also from here, I can get into task details. So we have our task details pane that's available in all of our views, and it has all the fields about your task and even some more that you don't see in the grid-like notes. And if I scroll down, you can see that we have a dependency section where I can get some information on every task I'm linked to, like who's assigned to it, when it's finishing, if it's driving or not. So if there's links directly affecting it, it means it's driving. And then I can even click to walk back the chain and get more information to find out, everything that my task is dependent on. So like any good cooking show, I'm going to switch to the cake that I'm going to take out of the oven. And you'll notice this project has a lot more information in it. So I can see through some highlighting that, I have a late task because it's already November. I have a task that's due today that will warn you about. And I have this task which is due tomorrow, and it's 5 days long, and I'm running pretty late on that, so probably a little heads up that I should be working on this. But I got some good news that these tasks are done. And there's the audio, yay. So I can mark a couple complete, and we get this nice little satisfaction for every task you mark complete. It's so much fun that maybe I'll mark a couple more. But I probably shouldn't. So fortunately, we also have undo for when you get a little overzealous with your task editing. So another thing we have is lots of times we find projects have a lot of repeatable tasks. So I want to be able to copy this task, section of task, and paste in my project. Because not only are we going to do an email campaign, we're going to do an actual mail campaign. I don't know, is mailing social media? I don't know, but in this case, it's going to be. So I can just come in here, and now that I pasted these tasks in, I can do a couple edits around the task, how they're relevant for this section, but I can start with the general structure to get me going faster. And now for this task, not only do I need a person on it, but I need a printer because we're going to be printing. So I'm going to assign this to my A1 printer. And earlier how I said to you that you can assign tasks to all your AAD users, well, you have some things that aren't necessarily AAD user. A printer might be one of those examples. So through integration with the Power Platform and Dynamics, not only can you have your AAD users be available to assign tasks, but you can also have things like equipment in the case of my A1 printer, and say contacts, so someone who might not be ever logging in, but you still want to track the fact that this person is the person doing the work. And then the fact that these are bookable resources ties into URS, the Universe Resource Scheduling System that Dynamics has, and that will down the road allow us to integrate more tightly with their resource management features. Okay, so coming back to project, I haven't even shown you one of the views yet, one of the most exciting, and that is our board view. So this, just like Planner, lets you group by a couple different things. Right now I'm by progress, but I can switch it to be buckets. And now, just like Planner, I can add more buckets. So let's start with an emoji, because, you know, why not? Oh, my emoji went away. Oh. There we go. Okay. And now I can start dragging my tasks between my buckets. I can reorder things within buckets. And buckets are totally up for you to find, just the same way as in Planner. Some people do processes, some people do categorizations, maybe geography where a task is happening, etc. However you want to do it. And then I can drill into the task here and again get my task details view. It comes up in a slightly different format because the dialogue makes more sense for our board view, but you can still get to all the information on the task as before. I can see I have a note here. I can see I have my dependencies, and I can jump to those. I can see what's affecting my task. I can even start to make updates here if I want to. And now you might have noticed that at no point have I been saving, right? Do you think I'm worried about that? No, because it's auto-saving constantly behind the scenes. And as Howard mentioned, one of our most exciting features, of course, is the fact that we now have co-auth. So let me duplicate my screens, pretend that I'm two different people in here. So I'm going to come over here and insert a task. And you can see that that task immediately shows up over here. And now over here, I'm going to assign this task to a couple of people. And you can see they show up over here if I mark this task complete. Over here. So full co-auth, no more check-in, check-out, no more getting mad at the person who was in Hawaii for 2 weeks and they blocked their project. You have to go force check them in, and then you lose their change, and then they come back mad at you, and you know, it's a whole fiasco. So we are past that. Okay, so now that I have this project built, I want to add it to my roadmap. So I have this team roadmap for all the projects my team works on, and I've added out a stub row for Writer Awareness Project. And I've already connected to that project through flows using the same kind of flow technology as we have for connecting project online projects and Azure DevOps. And now I just have to add items. And we have done some improvements for the new project for how you add projects. I get this grid, and I can quick select all my summary tasks and milestones. And then I can just check random tasks too if I want to. And click to add, and those will be added to my roadmap for me. And then I can come in and set the status, whatever I want to do onto them. I can come back and add more tasks. And then as my tasks change in my project, of course, they will also update here. So as I said earlier, like my team likes to work in teams. Everybody likes to work in teams. And so I've customized my teams to not just be where we chat, but also have reports, because I want my team to easily know how all of our projects are going. So we have a Power BI template that we have launched, so this is it. It's available to you now. And you can come in and connect it to your project data. So this shows all the projects that my team cares about. And I can come, and I'm Greta, so I'm going to filter down just to see my specific projects, or I can just go by progress. And then there's tons of tabs down here with lots of good pre-built reports that you can further customize to meet your team's needs. So like this one, I would just want to see that social media project we're working on together. And I can kind of get a good idea how things are going. Okay, now if any of you were quick readers, you see that Eddie's at one of the bus stops and thinks we have a problem. So who has issues? Sorry, who has project-related issues? We'll get to the other ones later. So Eddie is at a bus stop, and he wants to go into the Issues app because he's working remote and he needs, and he needs to log that there's an issue. And the issue is the bus riders like our social media campaigns so much they've gone a little crazy. So I can add this as a new issue. I can set it to be high priority because we're worried the police are going to come. I mean, this is just, you know, they're so happy. assign it to Mariana, who's one of the people on my team, and then I can associate it with that project that we were working on. And then I can even, from my phone, take a picture. So let's see. Okay, the writers are going a little wild. Writers are going, thank you. Oh, yeah, I think we captured that. Okay. And then I can add that issue. And then this is an extension that we wrote to demo the power of the Power platform. So these are all no-code, low-code solutions. So coming over to Power Apps for a second, these are all the entities that are part of Power Apps on this instance. So if I come to the P section, you'll see a bunch of these.
Switch over. Sorry.
Oh, thanks, Howard.
Yep.
Okay, sorry. If I come over to Power Apps, I can now see all of my entities. And you'll see a bunch of project ones that are ones that we ship out of box, that's that we install as part of our application. And then you can also see some ones that have been added. So we've added project requests. That's for a project proposals solution that we'll show you Wednesday morning. And then if I scroll up to the I section, you can see the issues entities that we've added. So you can extend our entities or you can add new entities and then you can create relationships. So for the issues app through a no-code, low-code solution, we added the issues entity, we created some relationships between the issues entity and the project entity, and that's how I had that little list at the bottom to choose a project. And now through Flow, you can see that my issue has been showed in my Teams channel too, so everybody in the team can now come in and see this. And then I also have my app hosted here. So if I'm at my desktop and an issue comes up, I don't have to go to my phone, I can just come into Teams and enter it here. But you can see here our bus riders going crazy, and it's just wild. So another thing is, speaking of teams, this is where teams like to work. So I can also have my project here. So this is the same project you saw on the web, it's just now hosted within Teams. And now I can make an adjustment because, well, our social media campaign went so well that maybe we need some police presence to help just calm down the excitement. Okay, so now that we've tracked that, I feel good. And now I'll send it back over to Howard, who is going to show you the future of task.
Thank you so much, Heather. That was a wonderful demo. How do I get back to the, is it one? Oh, perfect. So I just wanted to say that we have actually shipped everything that you've seen. It's all out in all of our customers' tenants, our commercial customers' tenants. There might be a couple of exceptions here and there, so talk to your account rep. But it's actually out there and available for everybody to use today. So I encourage you to go in, try it out, and start giving us feedback. We are really curious to hear the feedback from folks, especially through our main channels of user voice and our send a smile and those kinds of things from users. So either go in there yourself or please put in or encourage your users to go out and actually put feedback in there because we're going to be tracking it really closely as we move forward. I wanted to show you a brief video of some of the thinking we have for our overall task ecosystem, and I'll talk a little bit about what we're working on next after that. Our design team had a lot of fun with that, as you might be able to tell. But I think there's an important set of messages in there about when we talk to users about how they work on projects, how tasks are really essential part of everyday work, and that we need to weave those into all of the experiences that people have so they can capture all the tasks and feel like they're not missing work. And project is a key part of that entire ecosystem and how we work super closely. I mean, we're the same team as Planner. We work very closely with the to-do team, and we're building an infrastructure for task management and work management that lets us capture tasks, manage them, build ML and AI on top of those tasks to help people get their work done more effectively and meet their goals. And so this is a huge set of work that we're doing across Microsoft today. You can see some of it down in the booths. We have a number of other sessions for this across the week. Please go attend those and see some of the great stuff that we're releasing both now and over the next couple of months. I gave the pitch for user voice. I'll give it again. This is a product we're going to build together as a group, and I really want your feedback into user voice so we can capture that and we can build a great product together. So please get your users in there and have them work on that stuff with us, because we want to know what they need every day in their work. The one big thing I want to get across to you guys is some of the work that we're doing going forward. Heather alluded to it. The first thing is really getting deeper integration with the universal resource scheduling service that we're using across Microsoft to make sure that we capture the work that everybody's doing and let our companies balance work across their organization. They can see where skills gaps might exist, hire new folks in the right roles that they need, and getting that integration much deeper than we have before and having that show up inside the project UI. So you'll see a lot of work coming from there. The other area is around financials and financial management. We've had a lot of requests over the years to do better there. Well, guess what? We're built on top of CDS. We're built on with Dynamics folks. So we have a lot of access to really rich features in the financial management area, and you'll see a bunch of work coming from us there as well. And then, of course, we just have a lot of features we're going to want to do. So again, please get us that feedback as we move forward. And with that, I am actually going to pass it off to Angela, who is going to show us a really great customer story with one of our most favorite customers that we have, who I think, there we go.
Whitewater is an incredible supplier of water parks and theme park rides. The water park and theme park business may be a niche, but it's a global niche.
At any one certain point in time, we have probably 120 projects going on around the world.
We couldn't keep tabs on what everybody's doing, and there's so many people involved in a project that it was really hard to pull all that information together.
They approached us with a problem. They're a project-centric organization, and as they've been expanding globally to be able to do that effectively and manage the growth, they were looking to improve with technology how their business has been running. We've used Microsoft Flow, Power Apps, Power BI, Project, Dynamics CRM, and in the future we're looking to use Microsoft Dynamics 365 as well.
That one ecosystem of products gives us the overview that we need to see how some of these really complex international projects are pieced together. I work quite a lot with the CRM system Dynamics, and it's giving us the data and the reports we want using Power BI.
I interact with Project Online on a daily basis with all of the resource managers. Pretty much every function of my job is Microsoft related. It allows us to identify opportunities for improvement, and that allows us to be proactive rather than reactive.
Whitewater is an incredible amalgamation of talents, but the wow is when all of our talents are pulled together. And to be able to do that, you need to be able to communicate effectively.
We had a project. The customer requested detailed schedules on a weekly basis, along with detailed weekly reporting and increased communication through implementing the cloud-based version of project. We were able to bring that project in line and completely 180 the client.
When I walk through the offices now, I can see that there's screens all over the place, and on those screens, people are looking at the data that's being pulled out of this system, and it's telling them, are we doing a good job? Are we not doing a good job?
The information that we glean from the software is allowing us to operate our business in a far more efficient manner.
We're all working off the same information. Everybody has the ability to know what's going on. anytime that they want to know what's going on.
Thank you, Chris, for joining us here in Orlando today, from Whitewater, all the way from Richmond,
Yes.
Canada, not the United States. Thanks again. You guys have been in business for 1980, since 1980, and you guys have delivered water parks in over 30 countries, and you were just telling us that on average every year, you guys deliver over 200 projects. That's an amazing track record, so congratulations to Whitewater.
Thank you.
And congratulations especially on your latest edition right here in Orlando, Island H2O Live. Did you get a chance to go on that water park yet?
No, not yet.
I bet you're probably sick of water slide. Let me grab the clicker. So, tell me, Chris, water slides seems like such a complicated feat to pull off. What does it take to manufacture a water park, and how does project play a part in that?
Well, for a water park like this, you got like 7 slides coming down from one single tower, and the multiple of parts needing to build that park. Like, we've all ridden down water slides, I would think most of us have, and it's 2 minutes of fun, pleasure, but really at the end of the day, it's just the complicated of joining those parts together. And for project, it helps us identify where all those parts are within the like the transition of building, you know, the water slide.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, and you know what amazes me too is, you know, a water slide on its own, that's an incredible engineering achievement. But from what you were telling us, like the water slide that looks like an octopus, or you guys invented the first rotating water slide. That's real innovation. So I'm so curious to hear you talk about how do you bring all those disciplines, different project teams to collaborate together, and throw in the customer too, because your customers are the theme park operators. You know, they have their requirements and their demands. How do you make collaboration work across internal project teams and external project teams, and how does project play a part in that?
Well, with project, we assign the various tasks that the sales team reaches out to the client. So for this particular photo here, the architect is sketching out, drawing out what the park owner is imagining, what he wants to see in real life. So with doing that, the sales team reaches out to the client, understanding what they're looking for, what colors, the colors that match the rest of the park, and they just make it come to life.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It is.
Yeah, and do they all use project or use different tools? How do they?
So we got, you know, architecture, we have engineering, logistics, construction. We're all using project, and we can see every task of where it is and when it's supposed to be completed, and then when is the next task going to start.
Yeah, makes sense.
Just makes it look, it just helps us, helps the business.
Yeah, yeah. And I remember the story you tell me about the importance of matching all the colors. Would you share that?
Yeah, so with this picture here, you got the different tones of blue, and it's just not just for this one particular slide, slide, you know, it has to match the rest of the park. And based on what the client needs, we need to figure all that stuff out.
Yeah.
So, you know, and it invents, you know, fun.
Yeah, every detail counts. You know, Chris, thank you for being a longtime Project Online user. As you start to check out the new project, love to hear what you think of it, and how do you think it might change the way your teams work?
Well, with the new project, I think it's going to change everything with our business to the point that even our COO or COO can easily go into the new project and see what's going on and, you know, really see what, keep things on track from a more of a corporate side. And because, you know, we like to invent fun. We're a fun place to work with, and you know, you can see it right here with the kids smiling. This is what the park owner is looking at the end of the day. And as long as we keep on track, keeping the project, you know, in scope, we're winning, and the client's winning.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's awesome. Thank you, Chris, again, for being here with us, sharing the story of Whitewater 1980 to the worldwide leader of manufacturing water parks. And thank you for sharing your journey with us, too. I know we don't have time. And we're grateful for Microsoft to have been a part of it. So thank you. So as I close, I want to highlight the new subscription plan we announced last week, Project Plan 1. Project Plan 1 is ideal for teams doing task-oriented projects. They need to do some tasks, they need to put a schedule together, make some dependencies, they want to track it in different views like timeline, lists, or boards. And at just $10 per user per month, it's a great way for everyone to get started with the new project. Project Plan 1 is available for purchase on the web in the US right now and in international markets by mid-November. And it'll be available in volume licensing and other partner channels within the next couple months. Project Plan 1 joins our existing subscriptions, Project Plan 3 and Project Plan 5. You might know them as Project Online Professional and Project Online Premium. And both Plan 3 and Plan 5 includes Plan 1 for the new project that you just saw demo today. As Howard mentioned, we really would love to continue to hear from you as we innovate on the new project. And we also want to reiterate our commitment to every project customer, no matter what project service and project app you're using, even as we concentrate our innovation on the new project. Join us at any of our sessions throughout the week. Learn more about what you could already do with the new project and with Power Platform and with Microsoft 365. We would love to hear from you, so you can meet and grab us on the expo floor anytime Monday through Friday. We are so excited to turbocharge the power of project teams with the new project. We think it is for simplicity, it's for power, and we think the new project is for everyone. So thank you for your time. Hope to see you on the shop floor.